Chaitanya, but you can call me Cha, and this is my first ever YouTube video. I wanted to start my channel on a good note, so I thought what better idea than to dedicate this video to all the lovely mothers out there. So this video is a Mother's Day special DIY gift idea video. I hope you enjoy. Here we go. Okay guys, so this is my idea number 1. So let's open it up. It's a photo string. So we can do this in a few simple steps. So here we go, let's get started. So these are the things that we will need. We will need a box, chart paper, bunch of photos, cutter or scissor, scale, pen or pencil, glue stick, and this is optional, but you can have some fancy tape as well. So let's move on to the box now. So here I have a box that I have bought from Hobby Ideas. It cost me approximately 200 rupees. But if you do not want to buy a box, you can also use something like this or any other fancy box that you might like. Okay, so after you've selected your box, you need to take the inner dimensions of the box so that your chart paper fits in perfectly. So I'm going to cut my chart paper 1 centimeter smaller than the inner dimension. Next, I'm going to cut the chart paper a centimeter smaller than the inner dimensions of the box. So my box was 10 centimeters, so I'm going to be marking 9 centimeters on the chart paper with my pen across the longer side to get the longest strip I can. Another thing guys, I'm using a black chart paper to make my pictures really stand out, which is possible best on a darker paper, but you can use any color you want. So after you're done drawing your guidelines, you can cut the strip with a cutter or a scissor. So after you've cut the strip, you need to mark the dimensions again on the side in order to fold it. So just mark that across the strip. And fast forward. Okay, so once you're done, you need to start folding it in a fan pattern. Like so. Now, if you have an extra part like how I do here, do not cut it right away, you might just need it. So that's it, this is what it should look like. Okay, so now we get to the photos. Here I have about 20 black and white photos because I wanted to go with a vintage feel. You can have whichever color or how many other photos that can fit into your box. That's me. Okay guys, now you can take your fan strip and your glue stick and start sticking the photos together. But guys, do not use the first page. Just check your photo and you can start sticking. Okay, have to be gentle or not. Okay guys, one more thing, the dimensions of my photos here are 8 centimeters. So the inner dimensions of the box were 10 centimeters, the chart paper was 9 centimeters, and now my photos are 8 centimeters. So I hope you got the idea. Alright, so that's it, this is what it should look like. So guys, if you have more photos and your strip is over, you need not worry. You can have another strip and attach it to the first one. So when I asked you earlier not to cut the extra part, this is what I meant it for. So you can just glue it and stick it together. And that's it, you have another strip for more photos. So this is our last step. Now after you're done, this is what it should look like. Now the page I asked you to avoid earlier, you can just stick it to the other side. Like so. And to create a pulling pattern, I'm going to attach a fancy tape or a washi tape. If you do not have a washi tape, you can use a ribbon or maybe not use anything at all. That's fine too. Just pull it apart and stick it together. And there, you have a pulling pattern. Now just put it inside the box and we are done. Now to secure the last part, you can just glue it to the box. And that's it, we're done. Okay guys, so idea number 2 is a thumbprint keychain. This is a very personalized gift and you won't find it anywhere in the market. If you did, that would just be weird. You can use your own thumbprint and add your siblings' thumbprint as well if you have any and present it to your mom. So all you need for this is a single pin and most importantly M-seal. So here I'm going to be using Fevicryl M-seal, which is for 15 rupees. Plus point being it is non-sticky. You could also use hardening clay if you want. In the box there are two packets, the base and the hardener. On opening, the base is white in color and the hardener is grey. All you need to do is mix equal amounts of them both to create the mold. If you're using M-Seal for the first time, I would recommend you practice with just the base first before adding the hardener to avoid wastage. Once you're ready, you can mix them both really well till the mixture becomes light grey in color. So here I'm flattening the mixture to the thickness I need. Make sure it's even. So the next step is shaping. Since I have chosen a heart shape, I am pinching the lower part to resemble the lower portion of the heart. Once you're done with that, I'm going to be using a cutter to shape the upper portion. You could even use your fingers to do this. Now go ahead and smoothen the surface on the top. Take your time to shape it. I will be imprinting on the right side, so I have made it a little bigger compared to the other side. Before you stamp your mark, just recheck the surface and smoothen it gently by rubbing your finger over to erase any fingerprints. Okay, so now get ready, position your thumb or any finger you want and imprint. So now it's time to carve your name over. You can use a pin to carve your initials or pet name like I have here. And to make it a keychain, you need to also carve out a hole. Now just smoothen it again and to remove any remaining fingerprints and let it dry. You could also smoothen it with some water to give it a glossy effect. This is my dried keychain which I had made earlier with my other name. Too many names. Now to test it, hit it, throw it. I think we've cleared. Now the last step is to make it your keychain. You could either use the rings of an old keychain or like me, you could use the U-pin as the holder. So all you need to do is open it up, put it through and design it as per your liking. Then you can attach it to the bunch of keys. After you're done, you could also color this, though I'd recommend you don't to avoid chances of overlapping the fingerprint. Also, if you spotted the paper stuck to the back, that's because I left it to dry over my book. So choose a hard surface or non-sticky surface for it to dry on. And that's it, we're done. If you guys want to take this a step ahead, you can also create something I call the Pamper hamper, which is putting together all full paid vouchers of spas or parlors or whatever you want and just present it to her with a little bow because you know she deserves it. Okay, that's it for this week, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. And if you happen to do any gifts on the similar lines, do send it to me on Instagram or Twitter. I've left the links below. Other than that, I'm also going to do weekly DIYs or other lifestyle videos or anything that is useful to me and will be useful to you as well. So hit that subscribe button and get to see me every week. So that's it. On a final note, I would want to give a shout out to all the lovely mothers out there. I hope you have an amazing Mother's Day like you deserve. So that's it. I hope to see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Bye. What do I say? I'm too fast, no?
Who's better? 3:15 for you.
Okay, done. It's still on.
Yes.